welcome to Love the Skin You're In. I am your host, Mbali Jones. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm so grateful for your presence. I created this channel to start real conversations about self. We're going to dive into different coping mechanisms, different techniques for self awareness, forgiveness, love, just to name a few, okay? The topic of discussion today is on identity. Now, before the pandemic, a lot of people was tuned into a station called WIFM. What's in it for me? And a lot of people were carefree. They were unfiltered and self-absorbed, and they were so carefree that they were careless, right? They were careless. Then of course, we had our habitual hot topics that made them who they are of classism, racism, sexism, and a plethora of political topics. Okay, some of those political topics divided friendships, but that's another topic. Okay, it wasn't until COVID that the nation had to sit still. Not only did we have to sit still as a nation, we had to sit still as an individual in our own essence of what we created. We had to evaluate what was a priority and what was not. We examined what we truly loved, respected, and needed, as far as need as in valued, and what we tolerated to appease bosses, family members, parents, friends, significant others, spouses. COVID revealed the very essence of yourself. Some had revelations, and I witnessed revelations of some people who have revelations of better understanding who they are. They held themselves accountable for their contribution in their life thus far. They loved more. They realized their part in society. Were they given enough, and so on and so forth. And then other people realized their position in other people's lives. Like the people that were close to them, that meant something to them, they realized their position, and it wasn't what they thought it was. And then they started questioning their own significance in life. It's very important that you know who you are and whose you are. Now, whose you are is not talking about belonging to another Homo sapien. No. Who you are is the very essence of you. And in order for you to understand this, you need to go into that box of, guess what? Belief systems. When you get into that box of belief systems, when you open it up, look and see which ones are yours. The ones you created through your experience, through your choices and will. Then look at the ones that was taught to you by your parents, okay, and family. Then look at the ones that was imposed upon you by society and conditioned by society. When you examine these belief systems, that's when you discover your present self. And when you discover your present self, you can start the journey of now your authentic self. So you can transition. When you recognize the things that you were believing in that wasn't even yours, that you kept holding on to, and the things that was conditioned, it wasn't you. You were being combative. You were unable to transition. And when you realize your present self, you start your journey to your authentic self. Does that make sense? You would then start rewriting who you are. the one that you want to be, the person that you want to be. So start today. Start today. Falling in love with yourself again. Fall in love with yourself again. I mean, when you look in the mirror, you smile and say, I love me some me. I love me some me because I'm doing everything that I love to do. Everything I love to do. Do whatever makes you happy with not thinking about one iota of what somebody else thinks. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people think. What matters is what you think and how you view yourself. That's what matters. How you view yourself is a direct reflection of how you treat others. You can't possibly love, respect, accept, and understand other people, thy neighbor, without first loving, understanding, respecting, and accepting yourself. It is only then you will be looking out another lens, your lens of light. Thank you so much for watching. Join me again next week as we talk all about the emotions. Woo! Emotions. Don't forget to grab your copy of Mental Notes 7 Days of Mindfulness. You can grab a copy on Amazon Kindle, Barnes & Noble, and Lulu.com. And as always, show love, be love, and receive love. Ashe.